again, and welcome to the 7 financial blind spots. And just like when you're driving in your car, you want to make sure to take the blind spots into account. And that's something that Marty Nevel does for all of his clients. Marty Nevel, a retirement specialist heading Smart Money Solutions and author of the book Retirement Smart America. I'm consumer advocate Dave Perkins. We are running through the 7 financial blind spots in this video series. At Marty Mortgages, we're going to get into this now and get your ideal mortgage strategies of today. I always picture the couple in the 70s, having a mortgage burning party, inviting the neighbors over, and then at some point saying, it's all ours, the shag carpet, the paneling on the walls. But it's a different approach now we take to it. I understand that was the goal, to burn the mortgage, but what's the approach people take now, or is that how you feel should be now?
Well, still, there's a lot of people that still want to, that's their focus, and their goal is to get rid of the mortgage by the time they retire. Mm-hmm. I'm a fan of having a mortgage, actually, for several reasons. Actually, 3 reasons. Number one, there's a tax advantage to having a mortgage. Depending on how much the mortgage is, if it's affordable, you want to make sure it's within reason, of course. So there's a tax advantage to having a mortgage. Number 2, on an estate planning level, if you have a mortgage, and God forbid, what's the worst thing that could happen to you in retirement is you end up in a nursing home, and you have a lien against your house. Usually the first thing a nursing home does if you go in is they attack and attach your house. If you have a mortgage, they don't come in first position, they would come in second or third position depending on what you have. And lastly, there's been a lot of, lately, there's been a lot of hacking into the counties in which you live, and people changing the title on a house into their name or into some other name. And I've seen this happen a couple times where people are actually evicted from their own house because somebody hacked into the county and changed the deed to the house. So it's really important. If you have a mortgage, they can't do that.
Yeah, okay, so maybe there is a new way of thinking now with mortgages. Is that tied into with, I know everybody wants to go into retirement debt-free, but that's not bad debt, is it?
It's not bad debt. Credit card debt is bad debt. Yeah. Car payments are bad debt. There's a lot of bad debt out there that you can have, but having a mortgage, I look at that as good debt. So yeah, even if you pay off your mortgage, I always recommend getting a home equity line of credit. It's called a HELOC. So get a home equity line of credit because it's an encumbrance against the property. Even if you owe nothing on the home equity line, it's still important. It encumbers the property, so it protects the property from those outside perils that somebody could probably attack it with.
Where interest rates are at any given time, does that play a role in how you may want to shift your mortgage strategy?
Well, obviously, having the lowest possible interest rate on your mortgage is key to not paying a lot in interest, but having yes. I mean, right now I think mortgage rates are hovering in the 3.5% to 4.75%, which is still okay.
Still okay, not as good as it was.
Compared to the late 70s, early 80s.
Much better.
Yeah, when it was 18-19%. But those, thank God we're not at that high rate. But watching that interest rate, possibly refinancing and getting a good rate. That's one of the good things about home equity lines is the rates are usually much less than a traditional mortgage.
What about all the hype about reverse mortgages? Where are you on that?
Well, reverse mortgages have a role. If you're real estate rich and cash poor, that's a reverse mortgage might come into play. So it's really on a case-by-case situation. We have to look at that and see. Luckily, none of my clients are in that situation where they don't have the cash or the money to support themselves financially. So that would be a reverse mortgage, and that would be a way to stop paying a regular traditional mortgage. Would be to reverse it, so you don't have to pay.
Well, I know you may think, wow, mortgages are a financial blind spot. They can be if the game is not played properly. And of course, that's where Marty comes in, especially for those near retirement or in retirement as a retirement specialist. Be sure to get in touch with Marty Nevel and his team. And his book is Retirement Smart America. The video series, 7 Financial Blind Spots. And we've got more to come. Thanks for being with us.